Hi everybody. This weekend is the end of Carnevale and Mardi Gras, and I want to make for you some Crostoli, which is a very famous party, festival, special occasion thing that you'll find in any Italian home, and I love them and I'm going to make them for you. So on my bucket list, I want to spend Carnevale in Venice one time. I think it'd be an amazing experience, and I will do it one day. So Carnevale is all part of indulgence and sweets and everything, because everybody wants to do all these beautiful things, because Tuesday is the end and Wednesday is the start of Lent. So to make Crostoli, we're going to have 3 eggs. We're going to put them in here. We have 3 tablespoons of melted butter. We have 3 tablespoons of sugar and 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. And we have 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. I have the zest of 1 lemon. And the secret ingredient is a tablespoon of grappa. You could use rum, whatever you have around, but grappa is great. So now we're going to whisk all this stuff in here. We're going to whisk it all together. And we're going to now add flour, a little bit at a time. I have 2 cups here, but I don't know if we're going to need 2 cups. We'll see. So we're going to whisk this around, and we're going to add the flour as we go. And what you're going to do is you're going to keep on going till you can work it with your hand, and then we're going to knead it a little bit. So just a little bit at a time. Oops. Okay, so now we're going to get in there with our hands. Should have done that. Okay. So now we're going to get in there. Oh, I wish I did that with my right hand. Get in there with our hands. And you're just going to keep on doing it till it's workable. A little bit more. Whoops. And I think we're going to bring it out onto the board now. So now we're going to knead it. It's quite nice dough to work with. So all through the years, this has been my favorite sweet of Italy. And every time we had a little family get together, my friend, longtime friend, family friend, we grew up together, Lucia, I'd always say to her, she'd always say, "What would you like me to bring?" I go, Crostoli. We have strucchia too, that's another thing, but she always made it for us, and she always did such a great job. So these are really nice. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to wrap it up in cellophane, and we're going to let it rest for about ½ an hour. So I'll be back in ½ an hour. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've rolled out most of it, but I left a little bit just to show you what to do. This dough is very nice. So what you want to do is have some flour down so it's not sticking, and get your rolling pin, and you just roll it out. And you want to have it thin enough that you can almost see the counter underneath. The thinner, the better. And this dough is really easy to roll out. But if you wanted to, you could use a pasta maker. I don't think you really need to, but go ahead and do that if you want. So I'm just going to show you. You could just leave them straight cut like this. That's just fine. Or you can take one more step and do a little cut in the middle and make like a little ribbon and just turn it over like that. And that kind of makes a really fun design. But like I said, don't really need to. If you want to, you can. And then the next most important thing is you have to have your hot oil. You can't If it's not hot enough, it'll just soak up all the oil and it won't be very good. And the best way to test to make sure your oil is hot enough is you get a little piece of pastry and you throw it in, and you can see right away that it's ready. This is ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and cook our pastry. Oops. Now, this goes really fast. My advice is just to do 3 at a time, because it's just too hard to keep up with them. So just do 3, and it takes minutes, like seconds, for it to be ready. So you just wait for a tiny bit, and then you flip it over, see how it's nice and golden, and it's pretty much, that's all you need to do. This one. And then you're going to put it over into some napkins to let it drain, and that's it. Simple, simple. So carnevale means meat, go away. So that's what it's all about. People are now indulging in their sweets and their meats and all their beautiful dinners, because for the next 40 days, they're not allowed to have all these sort of indulgent foods and stuff. So there you go. So I'll be back in a minute when I'm finished all these, and I'll show you what we do last. So here we go. We're finished with the crostoli. I'm putting them on a nice plate. And I've already dusted them with a little bit of powdered sugar. I'm going to put a tiny bit more just to finish them off. And it's fantastic. Try them if you'd like. They're very simple. I love them. This is, for me, nostalgic like you wouldn't believe. Anytime we've had any celebration, we always had a batch of these going, and I love them. I could eat all of them myself. Anyway. So good. Buon festival. See you later. Love you all. Bye.